In one of my earlier videos, I read out this passage from Shepard and Slayton's book, Moonshot. It regards the trans-Earth injection burn on Apollo 8. At the scheduled moment, Borman, Lavelle and Anders felt the flaring engine bell hurl forth a long stream of flame, emitting a wide plume of glowing plasma gas behind them. Now, it is important to note that the Command Service Module and Lunar Module both used the same propellants. Aerozine 50, which is a 50-50 mix of hydrazine and unsymmetrical dimethylhydrazine, or UDMH, was the fuel, and nitrogen tetroxide was the oxidizer. If the ignition of these propellants produced a plume of glowing plasma gas, as Slayton and Shepard assure us, we should expect to see something similar in the videos of the Lunar Module ascent stage blasting off the moon. Instead, no plume is visible. It has been argued by some that the plume caused by these propellants is supposed to be invisible, and the passage from the book was purely artistic. However, whilst watching through the 16mm reels from the Apollo 9 mission, something caught my eye. Here, we see one of the two spacecrafts off in the far distance. First of all, I'm not sure which of the two craft it is. It could be Lunar Module Spider, but again, judging by its seemingly cylindrical appearance, it could very likely be Command Module Gumdrop. Let's watch the video. As you can see, all of a sudden, the engine lets off a large glowing plume and begins to disappear off into the far distance. What was that? Could it have just been a urine or water dump? This is doubtful, as the release valve is quite small and located on the side of the craft, and the size of this plume is quite substantial. Furthermore, after this plume occurs, the region it originated from continues to glow brightly, and for a long time afterward. Clearly, what we are seeing is an engine firing, followed by the craft accelerating away. Unfortunately, the reel is not dated, so we don't know when it was recorded. But there are many possibilities. We know that Spider and Gumdrop undocked at 92 hours, 39 minutes, and 36 seconds into the flight. The two vehicles redocked at 99 hours, 2 minutes, and 26 seconds into the flight. During the time they were separated, Spider made 2 burns with its descent engine, and 1 burn with its ascent engine. After the LEM was jettisoned, the remaining ascent propellants were burned up until depletion. This makes Spider the likely candidate, and gives us 4 moments when this reel could have been shot. This leads us back to the point. If Apollo 9's lunar module produced such an enormous glowing plume of exhaust gases, why are these gases absent in the videos of the lunar module supposedly lifting off the moon? And why is the underbelly of these ascending modules so dark? Why didn't their engines glow the way Apollo 9 did? Being fair, if we look at the Apollo 17 liftoff, we eventually see what appears to be a glow, but only when the ascent stage performs its pitch maneuver, when the craft was allegedly nearing 1,500 feet above the surface. If this is indeed the engine bell glowing, it should have been glowing right from the word go.
Coming through 1,500 feet, and H-dot looks good.
I don't know if Apollo 9 was real, but if you are going to claim that all the Apollo flights were real, you can't pick and choose which aspects about them you want to follow. If Apollo 9's LEM produced a glowing plume, we should expect to see one on Apollos 15, 16, and 17, as their engines burned the exact same propellants. If the plume of these propellants were supposed to be invisible, why are they visible on Apollo 9? I'll leave all you Apollo believers to draw your line in the sand.